Hello there.
Well, hello there, troopers, and welcome back to General Economics Bunker. Thank you so much for joining me here on this fine Wednesday night. Ooh, I've missed you, Bunker Bunch, man. It has been a week and a half. But first of all, I hope that your Wednesday is going awesome. I hope that your Wednesday night is improving just for the fact that you're here. You're about to hang out with a bunch of nerds. We're all going to talk about pretty much all the stuff that we loved since we were kids. So you got that to look forward to. And if not, if that doesn't do it for you, hey, the weekend is just around the corner. Tomorrow is Thursday, which already kind of smells like Friday, right? So just hang on tight a little bit more. So thank you everybody for joining us here. We got quite the show today. I'm very excited to get back into this format. Let's call it that. We're gonna get back into this mode of highlighting awesome people here in the community. I'm pretty excited. I've missed it. We're gonna try to do it at least a couple more times here before the year is out. Also, not to toot my own horn, so to speak, but this is episode 89, guys. Episode 89, which means, if my math is correct, the next one will be episode 90, which is kind of crazy. Kind of crazy to say. 90 episodes of me, messing up constantly here on a live stream. Fun times, don't get me wrong. Very fun times. And I appreciate each and every single one of you for tuning in for this train wreck every week. But I think for episode 90, we're gonna do something, a little bit different. We might have like an open mic night. We're still thinking about it. Something fun, to get the Bunker Bunch involved as well. But enough about me, even though you guys know that I love to talk about myself. But tonight, as I told you, we got quite the show. So, making his triumphant return here into the bunker to join us for this very special episode, we got my brother Mike, the Dad Vader. Welcome back, sir.
Where am I? I'm so lost.
I
What's
know.
up, everybody?
Yeah, what is this, dark and damp place where we hang
It's
out?
confusing.
Yeah, exactly. So welcome back, I should say, and appreciate you joining. First of all, we've mentioned it here a couple of times. There was a little bit of a situation, right, and things shuffling and all that. Hey, I've always said it. Life comes first, right? We gotta sort the 9 to 5 stuff first. Then we get to go out and have fun, right? So I appreciate hanging out with us here in the chat. The times that you weren't able to join us here on camera, but I think I speak for all of the Bunker Bunch when we say we've missed you and we're glad that you're back.
Definitely
So
missed y'all. And yeah, I'm back on the feet. So I should have my butt right here every Wednesday.
yeah, that sounds amazing, man. And we're like I said, we are episode 90. Can you believe that? Episode 90 next week. It's kind of
Pretty
nuts.
crazy.
Kind of nuts, yeah. And like I said, we'll definitely do something different for that one. But we are actually doing something very cool for tonight. So again, we're getting back to highlighting awesome members in the community, and you'd be hard pressed to find one more awesome than our guest tonight. She has, she's done it all, right? She's a cosplayer, she's a collector, she's a YouTuber. She's actually a nice person. Can you believe that? That's kind of weird, right?
It's crazy.
But
Very
yeah,
crazy.
exactly. It's kind of, I don't know. I don't buy it. Anyway, we've actually got to meet her over at Rebel Scum Con here in Texas. Man, it feels like it was like 2 years ago, man. That was like 4 months ago or 5 months ago. It's kind of crazy, right? How time passes and all the stuff that we've gone through. And I got to hang out with her also once again at a ICCC con this past October, which again that was like a month ago, and it feels like it was years ago, dude. It's kind of crazy. This year has definitely been high gear. But without further ado, I want to bring in our guest for tonight, the one, the only, the legendary Tiara from Crafting on ILUM. What is going on?
What up, guys? Thanks for having me.
Thank you for coming in. We appreciate you, and thank you for accepting our invitation. Let me do this. Yes, finally worked for the first time.
Nobody needs to see this.
Oh
Yeah, I was just gonna say,
no!
come on
All
now.
right there.
Spotlight, no!
Yeah, of course. Come on now. First of all, I see that you have done some light work to your shelves. I like it. very much. Very cool.
Thank
Um,
you.
yeah, it's awesome. You've turned that space in like 2 weeks. It looks way different than
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah, I've been working on it since I got back from ICCC. Um, I struggle with it. But yeah, I moved here to Ohio like a week before Icon, and then since then I've just been updating everything. And of course, I got a couple of things at the convention, so I had to find space on my shelving to put it.
Smart. See, I go
Yeah.
the other way. I buy this stuff and then I try to find a shelf for it. Like, I'm like, wait, nope, there's no more. So yeah, which puts me to shame because I've been working on this for like a year and it still doesn't look quite right. Yet you've done it for like 3 weeks and it looks pretty dope. So yeah, not
Appreciate
jealous.
that. Yeah.
Um,
Just get some more lights and you'll be right there.
yeah, right, exactly.
Yeah.
So let's well, before we jump right into it, I do want to jump into the chat because the chat is on fire tonight. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you. I know it's not because of me, it's because of Tiara, but I still, thank you guys. So we're gonna jump right into it. Okay, so StreamYard has been doing this thing and it's kind of ticking me off. As soon as I go live, it deletes all of the previous, comments. I tried saving it and it didn't work, but I did see our good friend, our cuz, Ricky, in the chat before the live stream, started. So appreciate you, brother. I did see your message. It's just this thing for some reason deletes it. And I also saw Rolando in here, our multiversal moderator. So I appreciate both of y'all for hanging out before the stream. Again, sorry I can't show your comments. This thing, for some reason, just does away with them. Okay, so we're gonna jump right into it. We got Jeff. What's going on? Saying hello, Bunker Bunch. Thank you for
Hello.
joining, Jeff. Appreciate you, man. We got McClunky Cast. Oh, my audio is back. There we go. All right, just kidding. We got this. McClunky, what's going on, man? So, guys, if you haven't checked it out, McClunky just dropped his review of the Vintage Collection E-Wing ship. It's pretty nice. All right, it's pretty nice. Mine is sitting on a box. I'll be honest with you, I'm still debating if I'm going to open it or not. I'm leaning towards yes because after watching McClunky's review, I'm like, man, I kind of want to see all those details, live. We also got the one and only, the Dad Vader pulling double duty. Yeah, there you go. So appreciate you, man. Thank you. As I said before, when you couldn't join us here on camera, you were always in the chat, so we appreciate that. Got my brother Juan. What's going on, man? Saying hello there. Appreciate you, man. Thank you so much for coming in. Also, I just want to highlight that I did drop Tiara's links here in the chat. So that is her Instagram and that is her YouTube. All right. Make sure that you click on them. Make sure that you're following. Make sure that you are subscribed. So appreciate y'all. Look who it is. It's Chris from The Man Collects. What is going on, brother? Appreciate you joining, man. Thank you. Saying good evening, everyone. We got my brother Archer from Nerd Affiliating saying, what's up? What's up, man? So Archer just posted this thing like 10 minutes before we came on live where the Loyal Subjects, the toy company that does figures, they are actually advertising that they shipped a bunch of toys to Ross, like directly. And they're like, yeah, we did a limited run for Ross. You can find it there.
Okay.
And which is funny because I actually did. I saw Casey Jones, 2 versions of them. And I talked about it on the last video, on the last hunt video. And I was like, oh, I didn't know, these guys were getting Loyal Subjects stuff. But I was like, oh, that's cool. But it turns out it's kind of a deal they got going on, which I thought was pretty funny. It's like they know their market. It's kind of crazy, which I thought was pretty cool. We also got Ultra Carcilla in the house. What's going on, brother? Thanks so much for joining. I'll stay for a while until 10:10 to get my rest. Hey, man, I appreciate you, man. Thank you. Archer saying, oh, for a second, I thought you were wrapping up. Not yet. Ultra Card says, Nerf, feeling good to see you again, buddy. Absolutely. Hey, look who it is. We got Cocktails and Comics. Thank you so much for joining, brother. Saying hello there. And we got Daniel from the Legacy of Nerd saying, yo, what's up, man? What's up? Man, we got a crowd tonight. Archer saying hi to Ultra. Ultra saying hi to Legacy of Nerd. We got Freezy in the house. I am officially going to Celebration Japan.
Ooh.
There you go.
Have fun
Congrats.
for
Dude.
me.
Absolutely. Yeah, it's going to be dope. Yeah, let me know. I'll be out there. At least that's the plan.
Ooh.
So yeah, cool. Congrats, dude. Archer saying hi to TMC Legacy and C. All right, and to Rolando, of course. We got Daniel saying hi to Ultra and Nerd Affiliated. Dad Vader saying Ultra, what's up? Archer saying hi to McClunky. Ultra Car saying also Dad Vader. Dad Vader saying hi to Archer. Archer saying hi back to Vader. And we got Joseph saying, let's go. What's going on, Joseph? Good to see you, brother. Appreciate you. McClunky saying hi to Archer. We got our guest pulling double duty. Look at that.
You're
Multitasking. Love it. Yours says our brother Elijah. What's going on, Flex? Thank you so much for coming in, dude. Appreciate you. We also got Tales of the Force. Look at
Hey.
that. Bestie checking in. Let's go. Appreciate you. Thank you so much. Elijah saying she was a doll at ICCC. She was an Inquisitor doll, if that's what you mean. Uh, and Tiara says Tales of the Force. Absolutely. McClunky saying, it's like, yo, Ohio gang, you're going to see Anakin at GalaxyCon? Ooh,
So yeah, I'm thinking about going to that convention. Probably going to be going Friday, Saturday, but definitely want to be meeting Hayden when I go for sure.
nice. That's going to
Yeah.
be dope. That's going to be awesome. So there you go, McClunky. Maybe you'll bump into each other out there. Flexing, Lightning looking great. Yeah, dude, I'm telling you, like now I feel just ashamed. Brian in the house saying, man, love your guys' collection. Definitely tuning in more. Brian Collectibles. Appreciate you, brother. Thank you so much. Followed on Insta, says Danny from the Legacy of Nerd. Appreciate you. And once again, guys, Tiara's links are here in the chat. So all you got to do is click on it. And then there's going to be a little button that says follow and another one that says subscribe. Boom, done deal.
Easy
Simple.
peasy.
Easy peasy.
Yeah.
Simple.
Yeah.
Exactly. Rolando saying hi to basically everybody in the chat. We
Dropping
appreciate you,
the
Rolando.
bomb.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Yeah, always on point. Rolando says Elijah. And McClunky says, gotta say hello, going Friday and Saturday as well. Oh, there you go. Can't wait to see the cosplays. Awesome, awesome. We got Nino Grogu also in the house that are not talking to 89. Hi, saying hi from Chile. Appreciate you, brother. Saludos, hermano. Muchas gracias por vernos el día de hoy. All right, I finally caught up. Woo! All right, like I said, the chat is on
They were
fire.
all
I'm
wild.
loving it, loving the energy, and once again, thank you so much for joining us here, episode 89, and what a guest we have tonight. So before we dive into the cosplays, into the conventions, into the collecting, we're gonna take it all the way back, right? We're gonna go to your secret origins of sorts. So, could you tell us when was the first time, or at least the first time you remember actually watching Star Wars?
So it's hard because it's always been around. My dad is a really big fan, and so, it was
Nice.
just always around his collectibles, the VHS
Oh,
tapes for original trilogy. He had I specifically remember one figurine. It was an Unleashed figure, but it was Darth Vader, and I think
oh,
he's like on
good.
fire or whatnot, whatever the
Yes,
platform is. But he had it enclosed, and he had some lightsabers. So it's always been around. Him, my cousin, my uncle. My uncle had a room like ours where it has a whole bunch of collectible items. They went to
nice,
conventions, so the nerdiness and Star Wars just kind of runs in my family, runs in
perfect.
my blood.
Love
Yep.
it. That's awesome. That's hey, that's parenting done right.
That is
Yeah.
correct.
Set me
Right.
up for success for sure.
Exactly. Absolutely. That's very cool. So, so was that always, or maybe not always, but as you were growing up, every Christmas, like try to slip, a little bit of Star Wars into the gifts, for you, like that kind of thing.
Yeah, I had a ton of I don't have it now because just life happens moving, but
Agreed.
I had a ton of prequel figurines. I even had I forget oh, Zam, the bounty hunter from
Yeah.
Attack of the
Sam
Clones. I
Wessel.
had her ship that, like,
Nice.
crashes, and
Yeah.
then, like, the 2 front parts, like, crunch in together,
Yes.
like, when you crash it. So I had that, and I had, like, a ton of figurines, and I was really, really young, so I would take it into, like, the bathtub and, like, play with them and act out the scenes and stuff.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so, yeah, it's always been around, and my dad took me to go see Revenge of the Sith in the movie theaters. He took me out of
Oh,
school to go watch it when it came out, so
perfect.
huge core memory there too.
That is awesome. Yeah, I mean, who needs education when you got episode 3 in theaters? Come on now.
Yeah,
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 that's priorities, right?
yeah.
That is very, very cool. Now, um, so you were fairly young when the prequels were going on.
Mhm.
Before episode 3, do you remember going to the theater for uh, Attack of the Clones?
I just remember watching it, like, on VHS or DVD, whatever format
Right.
it was on with my cousin and my dad. Like, it's all a blur, right? Up until I
Right.
was, like, 8, there's no specific memories that I can think of because everything was just always happening. Like, there
Nice.
was toys everywhere with my cousin and yeah. Yeah.
That's awesome. So is your family
I
still
just got
into
to
it?
call a timeout on that because
Sure. Yeah.
oh, it's probably me. I'm lagging here, I bet. But quick timeout. You're making us really old just by throwing out there that we saw it in theaters and she doesn't even remember it.
Oh, I know. Dude, we saw Phantom Menace in theaters. Okay. So,
I mean, if
Yeah,
I were
we sure
born
did.
earlier, I would have been right there with you guys.
ouch. Ouch. If I wouldn't be born, 20 years, before like you guys,
Man,
I would have been there. That's
just
what
rub
she
that
meant to
dirt in
say.
the wound.
I know.
Yeah.
I saw it. It's okay. I'm not crying on the inside. Moving on then. Is the family still, still heading out to conventions, still doing some collecting?
So my dad, he likes to hide his nerdiness. He likes to be all like macho, like I don't care about that stuff. So he's never been to a convention. At least I don't think so. But my uncle and my cousin, I'm not sure if they've gone to more, but I remember they went to San Diego Comic-Con when I was like 9 or 10,
Wow.
and I couldn't go with them, and I was really bummed. But they came back and they had like signatures from meeting. I think they met Boba Fett.
On the way. Nice.
At Tem, and yeah, so they came back with a whole bunch of stuff. I was pretty jealous, but that's like the only convention I can think of them going to, and so that wasn't pretty recent. It was a while ago.
Yeah, but still, I mean, even back then, it was already a huge event,
They're
right?
pretty
So,
yeah, I thought that was, like, the biggest Star Wars celebration. Like, I didn't know that Star Wars Celebration was a thing
right.
until the one in Anaheim, when Kenobi was coming out. So
Yes.
I thought that San Diego Comic-Con was, like, the place to go if you love
Sure.
Star Wars. But then I found out that there's a whole
Yeah.
celebration for it, and I'm like, "Oh my gosh, I still have yet to go to one." So hopefully when it's back in the States, I can go.
Nice. Oh, we gotta
Yeah,
do it for sure.
yeah.
Um, and yeah, I agree. Like growing up, I would definitely hear more about San Diego Comic Con. For sure,
Mhm,
way more.
mhm.
I don't think I learned about Celebration until very, very late. Like I was probably already an adult by the time that I realized, like you said, right, that there's like a dedicated, Comic Con just for Star Wars, right? By
Yeah,
Star Wars, like by Lucasfilm and all that stuff.
yeah.
So yeah, I'm right there with you. My first celebration was 2019. So again, I've only done it a couple times. Um, but that's kind of cool, that well, even back then, I would think even back then, but even by the time of the prequels, the celebration was nowhere near what it is today, right? I mean, it was
Mm,
still a very, very small event.
yeah.
um but that's pretty cool. So Star Wars has kind of always been around you, right? So um was there any a time when you're like, you know what, I'm taking a break from all this stuff, I like, I don't know, I like, this more, or I like this kind of films more, or this kind of music, and I'm just gonna like dive more into that?
So, I mean, growing up, it's not really cool to be a nerd or like
Oh
a
yeah.
Star Wars fan. So, in junior high, high school, whatnot, I didn't like lose touch with Star Wars. Like I still, popped it in DVD or whatnot to watch, but it wasn't something that I was like fangirling about because I
Yeah.
didn't want to be more of an outcast. So I kind of lost touch with it. And then I think like a lot of people when COVID, like right before COVID was gonna hit, I kinda got more into it because growing up, I would eat my TV dinners watching, like, Clone Wars
Nice.
and on Cartoon Network, but I
Yeah.
didn't get to see, like, all of the
All of
seasons
it.
or all of the episodes, so when I realized that Clone Wars was on Disney Plus, I went back and watched all of it, and then COVID hit, and then I got pneumonia, and then I watched
Dang.
Rebels because I was just, like, bedridden,
Yeah.
and so,
That'll
like,
do it.
around that time, like, a year after, 2019, 2020, that's when I was like, "Man, I really love Star Wars, like, why did
Nice.
I stop loving on Star Wars this hard?" Right? So, that's kind of, like, what led into my page is around that time period, and again, like, I think a lot of people just kind of rekindled that love for Star Wars around that time too.
No, absolutely. Yeah, and it's I think we've all sort of gone through that phase, right? I know our friend Mike has talked about it. I just it also depends where you grow up, right? And sort of
Mm,
like the circle of friends that you got.
yeah.
But for again, for old folks like us, it was definitely not cool, to let your geek flag fly.
Yeah.
It wasn't
Yeah.
until much later, right, then that we sort of started finding, our peers, sort of started finding
Mhm.
like our tribe. um, so yeah, I think we've all sort of gone, through that phase of, you know what, I still like it, but I don't know if I should say that I like it.
Yeah.
Yep.
So
Yeah. My
it,
I love Star Wars sticker was not on my shirt, you
yeah,
know?
absolutely, absolutely. No, I hear you. Yeah, I trust me, my 15-year-old self would die if he knew that I have a YouTube channel where I talk about Star Wars. Like, he'll be like, I'm never leaving the house again. Not that I
My
left it very
life is
often, even back then.
ruined. What did I do?
Exactly. Yeah. It's like, whoa. Um, so very, very much so, and and that's because you kind of had the environment right with your family, so it was introduced to you at a very like young age. So it's very cool, not so much the part about getting sick, but the part where you reconnected, with Star Wars.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
Clone Wars definitely did it for a lot of people, right? I think we've all got our holy crap, I'm kind of loving this, moment with Clone
Mhm.
Wars.
Mhm.
It definitely brought a lot of people back. And then Rebels kind of the same, right? I mean, especially for original trilogy fans, right? It slowly grew on us, like older fans, right? Because it started giving us some of those backstories that we were always
Mhm.
wondering about. So very,
Yeah.
very cool. So um let's so would you say that it was around that time that you're like, you know what, I'm gonna start picking up a few things here and there, like I kind of like this figure, I kind of like this helmet, like, or was that from before?
I had, like, maybe 1 or 2 items, and even when I started my page, I think there's a post if you go back further on my page, or maybe I took it down, but I had, like, my beginner shelf, and it was just 3. It was 3 shelves, and I had a couple of items here and there. Um, I would probably say within the last year, year and a half is when it started to expand. I really love Legos, so, like,
Nice.
this whole black shelf
Yeah.
is mostly Legos.
Nice.
So, I think the Lego is kind of what started the collection
Oh
addiction,
yeah.
and then going to conventions, I'm like, "Oh, that's a really cute poster. Oh, that's a really cute
Absolutely.
pin," you know? So, yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah. It's all downhill from there. Um, but that's
Lego
interesting.
Legos is a slippery slope.
Yeah,
I stay
yeah.
away from that aisle because I know I can't control myself.
Yeah.
Dude, I literally had in my hand last time I went to Target. They had the Mandalorian season 3 scene when Paz Vizsla is fighting like all the little
Mm,
Mhm,
commando troops. The
mhm.
I guess the white ones, and it was like $20, but it was like 4 or 5 figures, like figurines on it. I'm like, man, that's kind of cool. Like, and I was like, it's quite a bit of figurines, for $20. And I'm like, no, no, like I can't do it. I can't go down that rabbit hole. Um, but yeah, so I stopped myself, which I'm half proud of. But yeah, dude, Lego makes it very, very hard. Not to mention that collection that they got going on with sort of like the capital ships. They got the
Mhm.
what is it? It's not the Malevolence. It's the other separatist like Dreadnought. They got the Super Star Destroyer. They got the Tantive, and I'm like, dude, I love those ships. Like that's
mhm.
just so cool. But yeah, no, again, I'm trying my best not to. All right, so let me catch up here with the chat because I am falling way behind. Yikes, where are we? Okay. Um, I got this. I got this.
Chat going off.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
guys are bumping
Let's
tonight, and I
go.
appreciate each and every single
For
one of you.
sure.
By the way, again, I know it's not because of me, and it's because of Tiara, but I'll
Oh
take it.
my.
Um, so Tales of the Force saying, "Hello everyone, hoping to swing another con this year. Can't wait for Japan. Yeah, Japan's gonna be awesome, man. It's kind of I was thinking about it, and man, it's only 3 days, so I feel that all 3 days are gonna be hardcore. Like we basically gotta cram like 5 or 6 days of worth of con like into those 3 days. Um, Ashton Sharet saying Tiara or let's go.
Woot woot.
Appreciate you joining, man. Thank you so much. Hey, Ashton says Tales of the Force. Ashton says hello there, Tales of the Force. Rolando, there you go. So dropping crafting on ILUM's YouTube channel right there. Appreciate you, Rolando. Thank you
Thank
for
you.
that.
Yeah.
doing the same for Nerd Affiliated. So go ahead. Remember, guys, if you see a link dropped here in the chat, go ahead and click on it. Give a follow, give a subscribe, watch some videos, leave some comments. Remember, we like to help each other around here. All right, McConkie saying, bro, I was one when Phantom Menace came out. Dude, you know what?
Yep.
You know what? Shut up. All right. That's
Old
not
Twisting the
geezers out
that's
here.
twisting
that's
the
yeah, that's
dagger
not
on us.
Careful with
I was
them
gonna say now that
joints.
they're just twisting it in like oof. Seriously. It's like they're right, like adding like lime juice, to it. Like it's just not nice. Juan saying, "Oh man, I felt all dude. Shut up! You're younger than me. Okay, we went to watch those movies, and you were still a kid." He's my cousin, by the way, so that's how I know. Rolando dropping Ashton Shard's YouTube channel right here. So once
Yeah.
again, go ahead and check it out. Tales of the Force saying, "Lols, I was 11." Getting closer, Tales of the Force. Getting
Yeah.
closer. You and I can hang out. Okay. Um, Rolando dropping Legacy of Nerds YouTube channel again. Check it out. Tales of the Force, same thing. Thank you, Rolando, for that. Always appreciate all your effort, man. The greatest moderator on YouTube. He's everywhere, um, doing everything all at once. So we appreciate you. Tales of the Force saying, haha, I can't count tonight. I was 9. Oh man, see how you are? See how you are? We were close. You had to bring it back. You're like, I don't want to be associated with your age group, and you had to jump out. Um, Rolando dropping the Man Collects YouTube channel. Guys, if you enjoy toy hunting, if you just want to see what's out there, but pretty much stuff that you will never find because this dude finds everything, Chris, the Man Collects. Check it out. Toy Hunting Extreme. All right. Oh, look who we got here.
The VIP
Woo.
himself.
Yeah.
Exactly. The man, the myth, the absolute card pulling legend. Tony from Star Wars Sid saying, "Did someone say Star Wars Celebration?" There you go. I should have known better. It's like Beetlejuice, you say it like twice and he appears.
Yeah.
Um, Rolando dropping McClunky Cat's YouTube channel. Again, guys, go check out McClunky's YouTube channel. He just dropped that review for the E-Wing. Uh, Technically from Ahsoka, for me, it will always be from like the Dark Empire comic books. That's where that ship, comes from in my heart. But yeah, definitely go check it out. Tony saying like, "OMG, you got autographed in an ILUM." Yeah, there you go. I don't know. I told you, man. It's a special, special night tonight. So Tales of the Force saying, "Hey" to Tony. Mark Clunk says, "Yo, what's up, Star Wars Sith?" Ashton also saying hi to Tony. See how popular you are? Love it. Hey, Tales of the Force says Tony. Rolando dropping Tony's YouTube channel right there. Just in case you've been living under a rock and you haven't checked it out, make sure that you do. Mark Clunkley, what's up? Says Tony. Ashton, you legend. Will I get hit by a hurricane next Wednesday in Tampa? Dude, hopefully not.
He's a
Hopefully
part-time
not.
weatherman.
Oh, no way. That's funny.
Mm.
That's
Well, for
hilarious.
hobby, Ashton is a part-time weatherman for hobby. He keeps all the peeps in Florida up to date.
Oh, no way. That's awesome. Hey, that is
Yeah.
quite the service, and we appreciate it, man. Because, yeah, man, you Floridians, whew, gets rough out
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
LOL says Ashton. Rolando dropping Crafting on Elm's Instagram right there. So once again, go ahead and check it out. He's also dropping Cocktails and Comics Instagram. So appreciate it if you go check him out. Very cool cat. We got to hang out with him also at ICCC. Tales of the Force saying, "No more hurricanes for any of y'all in Florida,
Yes,
please."
please. Yeah.
Yeah, let's take a break, all right? At least till next year. Rolando dropping Juan's Instagram. We got the Galactic Cantina in the house saying hello there. What's going on? Thank you so much for joining. Um, Ashton is saying it's actually possible. Yeah, man. Hello, ice peeled. Uh-oh. Thanks, Rolando says Tony. Galactic Cantina says all the legends in chat. Yeah, guys, you guys are on fire tonight. I appreciate each and every single one of you. Word. Okay, cool. So Tony ain't worried. He's got the dark side on his side. Ultra Card saying hi to Tony. Rolando dropping the Dad Vader's Instagram right there. Appreciate you, Rolando. Thank you so much. And also dropping Ultra Carciela's Instagram as well. Tales of the Force saying thanks to Rolando. And Rolando finally dropping his own YouTube channel right there where he goes toy hunting. Let's show him some love, some support, just like he does on each and every single one of our channels. So, right there, Rolando's Toy Hunts on YouTube. Make sure that you check it out. Make sure that you comment, like, subscribe, all of that good stuff. Ashton saying Rolando with the tags. Yeah, man, Rolando kills it every time. Oh, look who it is. Yeah. The StreamYard can keep you down, brother. And again, I'm sorry. I don't know why it's been doing that the last couple of times. But I did see your message before we started the stream, and I appreciate you, man, stopping by. Thank you. Not Clunky saying Rolando the Legend. Absolutely. My cousin says Pop the Bounty Collector. Yes, sir. Hey, we got Poder Droids in the house. What's going on, brother? Saludos, General Kenobi. Saludos, Poder Droids. Muchas gracias por acompañarnos. Tales of the Force saying, love Rebels and Clone Wars. Absolutely. Um, Rolando dropping Pop the Bounty Collector's YouTube channel. Appreciate you, man. Thank you so much. Hey, look who it is. We got Morris FM in the house. Appreciate you joining, and thank you so much. Rolando dropping Poder Droids YouTube channel. Go check him out. Also, Tales of the Jedi saying Tales of the Force. I'm sorry, it's saying hi to Mortis. Pop the Bounty Collector saying crafting on Laylam when is promo.
I don't know what promo is.
Yeah, I was
I
gonna
don't know
say
if it's about my shop,
you got
but
me on
we'll
that
get
one.
to that. Yeah.
Yeah. Please elaborate.
Yes, please.
Rolando dropping Mortis FM's YouTube channel, guys. You want to check him out. He does amazing contests. Mortis fan saying hello, Tales of the Force. I hope you're well. Ricky saying hi to Rolando. Ashton saying hi to Mortis. Rolando saying he's the super chat moderator. Um, Ashton saying hi to Ricky. McClung saying hi to Mortis. Ashton saying all of the cast right now. Wow, yeah, dude. I'm not gonna lie. I'm having a hard time catching up. Okay, I've been doing this for 47 minutes straight, and I'm still not done. Tales of the Force saying Mortis of hanging with friends online and eating ice cream. Ooh, living the dream indeed. Doesn't get no more better than that.
Word.
Cocktails and comics saying so. I've made it to a live. Great seeing y'all since ICCC. You're great and hope to see you soon. Yeah, dude, for sure. I'm glad that you could join us tonight. Mortis saying that's live. Some ice cream sounds banging. Yeah, absolutely. Ashton, miss you, homie, says Mortis. Rolando saying, I want ice cream. I think we all do now. Thanks for bringing that
Yeah.
up.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
Yeah. Thanks, Jessica.
Yeah, exactly. So the Dad Vader reeling us back in. He's like, all right, dude, you gotta keep going with the show. So
That was 20 minutes ago.
I know that's why
Yeah.
I'm looking at the tag, the time
Yeah.
tag, and I'm like, woof, I've been talking a lot. It's like I'm not even the guest. Okay, so we'll get to your chat, guys. Don't worry, I'm not ignoring you, but I do want to jump back, here with Tiara and jumping right back into sort of when the fandom, became a little bit more, right? So it became a little bit different. And let me share here very quickly. If I can do this right. There we go. So this is Tiara's Instagram page, Crafting on Laylam. Once again, if you're not following, you should. But you like to do cosplay.
I do.
So, and dare I say, you're pretty good at it. I have gotten to see it live, a couple of times already at a couple of shows, and you're always killing it. So, is this one that I took?
Yes, you were there for that.
Yeah. So this
Yep.
this was at Nashville, um,
Mhm.
and it just so happens to be, another Inquisitor buddy out there,
Yeah.
and y'all got to. Like sort of collaborate right on a couple of the shots. It was pretty good. But yeah, before we go through all of these, I just want to ask, sort of when did you decide, like, you know what, I kind of want to get into this. I kind of want to try at cosplay.
Yeah. So after, the whole COVID situation, or watching Rebels for the first time, um, giving me that motivation, I started my page, and I mostly did it because I have a lot of hobbies. I like to anything with like art or designing, things like that. That's what
Mhm.
I gravitate towards. So I wanted to see a more variation of designs. Like I didn't want to get just like Target Star Wars shirts, so I started drawing designs specifically of Rebels because I'm a huge Rebels girly.
Nice.
And I had this drawing of the Loth Wolf that
Hmm.
says Doom like at the very last episode or whatnot. So I did that and I put that on a sweatshirt. I made my page, and it was mainly just for my designs. And then being a part of the community, I saw people cosplaying, and I was like, what in the world? People are dressing up outside of Halloween.
Right.
I want to do that. I want to be a part of that. And so I put together just like a Hera closet cosplay that I went to LA Comic Con. And after that, I was like, I want to continue to do this. It's really fun and I enjoy challenging myself. And so
Nice.
the kind of like artsy side of me was like, let's do this. So where I'm at now is completely different from where I was about 2.5 years ago, but it's been really fun. So
That is awesome. So, is this the one you're? Uh,
yes, that is my very first one. I spray painted those belts and those pants and that shoulder pad, and we just went with it.
See, the sad part to me is that I would try to do this for like a month, and it still wouldn't look that, like nearly
Oh
that good. Um,
no.
so when you say like, yeah, I just threw some stuff together, I'm like, I don't say that. Just say that it took you some effort. Just say that you actually tried.
Just like it
Um,
literally took me like 20 minutes. I mean,
yeah,
I'm just
exactly,
sitting
right.
back,
It's like
messing around.
humble brag.
Yep.
Okay, so that's cool. So this was for LA Comic Con, and then after this, you're like, all right, this is happening. So,
Yeah, that
and we
was like my
can.
first con ever. So
Oh, really? That
after
was
yeah, after that I was definitely excited because I saw other cosplayers and their Hera cosplays were out of this world, and I was like, oh my goodness, I need to step
yeah.
up my game here.
So, and then it definitely, we start to see uh some of the work, right? Some of the other
Yeah.
characters. I like this one. That's pretty cool.
Yes. Black Series figure.
Absolutely. And then we start getting
Yep. Hand
into
sewed
the
that. Those are kitchen tablecloths from Walmart that I
nice.
just sewed for a week straight. That turned into that. So, yeah.
Don't
That's amazing.
sleep on Goodwill. You can find a ton of good stuff
There you
to
go.
Yep.
make your cosplays out of.
Yep. Mhm.
Yeah, absolutely. And as you guys know, our buddy Mike also does, a lot of cosplay, so he knows what he's talking about.
Mhm.
That's pretty cool. Sith, and then I saw also this when you started, messing with some lightsabers there.
Yes. Yeah. Saber Master Saber. Woo woo.
Nice.
Yeah. Got
Nice, look
that.
great. I love this, the Endor. That's
Yeah. I'm
awesome.
trying to upgrade that because I'm gonna be going to some, cons in the next year. So I want to
Oh,
make
I'm
sure
sure.
my cosplays are upgraded.
Yeah, but look at that. I mean, that looks legit. And
That robe is from Galaxy's Edge. It's a kid's
oh,
extra large because I'm small. But
that's
yeah.
funny. That's pretty funny. I don't fit in an adult's extra large.
Judge me by
That
your
is
was it judge me by my size you do?
do not. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
And yet the clothing department does. So there's that. Oh, this is very cool.
Yeah, I like to surf on Pinterest and kind of
Hmm.
gather some ideas and then just grab what I have in my closet to try and piece them together. So that's what that was.
That's awesome. Guess I need to buy more clothes then. Oh, this one. This is the one I wanted to show. So, on Rebels Comic Con, right? Um, I think this is the one you were showing that day when what was that, Friday? I think Friday was the first day we were there.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah.
and so it was funny, and I was telling Mike this like later on that night because I saw you, and I think you said hi first,
Mhm.
and I'm like, oh hey, what's going on? And in my brain, like the hamster is just going. I'm like, oh my lord, like what is her name? I was like, I know her page. I was like, and I can't, and I didn't want to just blurt out something. So I'm like, hey, you, like, what's up? Like, you look great. And I'm like, oh, dang it. Like, but dude, yeah. So the hamster got
Yeah.
tired of running around and I could not like come up with it. Sure enough, like later on the night, I was like, Tiara, that's what it was.
Yes.
But like, I'm talking about like 4 hours later, like not,
Yeah.
not
Yeah.
even. And so the next day, that's why I was like, dude, I'm so sorry. Like I totally like spaced out.
Yeah, I
Um,
know people just by the handles and sometimes not even that. Like I'll even get the
oh,
handle names wrong. But I know your face. I'm like, I know you,
yeah,
you know.
exactly. And that's the thing. And again, I had kind of seen, like you as Ahsoka, right? So I'm like,
Mm,
even that image, I'm like, I know who she is. It's just
yeah,
I'm blanking
yeah.
out. Um, but yeah,
I
it's,
pretty much just stopped using my name, and I'm just the Dad Vader.
there you
Like,
go.
Yeah,
use
Yeah,
my name,
exactly.
nobody knows what that is.
That's my first name.
exactly. Yeah. So very very cool. So this is at MegaCon.
Mhm.
Oh, I love
Yep.
that.
Old Man Rex, yeah,
Yeah,
that was
Old
really
Man Rex,
fun.
very cool. There you go.
Yeah.
Oh, Thrawn, awesome.
Yep.
Another Ahsoka. There you
Another
go.
Ahsoka. Yeah,
Yeah,
that was really fun.
and then we get to. Is it safe to say it's one of your favorite cosplays, if not the favorite?
Yeah. It's definitely my whole personality now, so
So, in case you guys don't know, so Tiara does have a preferred character of choice. You know, when she, well, when she cosplays, obviously, but also, sort of like she's saying, right, sort of like merch wise, you know, she gravitates a lot to the character of Trilla, right,
Mhm.
Inquisitor. You want to tell us a little bit why that is?
So so around the time that, like, COVID and whatnot was happening, after I watched Rebels, I found out that there was Jedi Fallen Order, so I played that. Fun fact, and I told, Grayson over at Mortis FM, I'm pretty sure I told, Connor at Beyond the Dune Seas, but when I played Jedi Fallen Order, I didn't know that you could have more than 2 stims, which is, like, your health or your life throughout the game, and, like, listen, alright, it was the easy mode, it wasn't
That's
story
awesome.
mode, but it was, like, the easiest mode, so I went through, like, the entire game with 2 stims, and I kinda, like, hold that as a big
Dang.
flex, you know,
Oh,
like, "Oh, yeah, I
absolutely.
did
Yeah.
that." So yeah,
Totally
she
meant to
was
do that. You know, I was
a sick
challenging myself.
character. Yeah. So she was in that, and then this is around the time when I started looking into cosplaying, and I did like a poll, and I was like, "What cosplays would you guys like to see on my page?" And someone commented Trilla because they said that I looked like her, and I didn't put the two together at the time, and I was like, "Hmm, you're onto something here," you know? So that's kind of where that started, and I got, like, one of the online costumes, but I didn't really like the material for it,
Hmm.
so I've been kinda just piecing together higher quality stuff,
Nice.
to make what I have now so far. Yeah.
I mean, I know these are from a while back, but even these look
Mm,
pretty good.
thank you.
And so, oh, I like this.
Yes.
That's awesome.
He complimented my outfit, so he is the nicest Sith Lord out there for sure.
There you go. Very much. That's awesome. So yeah, so you've kept, you know, refining it. You kept working on it. But
Yeah.
you've kept doing other cosplays as well, right? I mean,
Yeah.
we've seen. Oh, this is the Jedi one that we saw before, I think.
Mhm.
Oh, so I remember this.
Yes.
That was so. In case you guys can't see it, that's a bench that she's standing on. And guess what?
That's
She's
actually a
still
five
not.
foot tall bench.
Yeah, exactly. And she's still like a
I'm
good like
still yeah, I'm
yeah, a good
still
like
really
six
short,
inches away
like
from like his head. So it's kind of funny. Now, don't get me wrong. This dude is, you know, he is tall to say the least.
mhm.
He's tall
Yeah.
and hilarious, by the way, too.
Hilarious
Um,
and super nice.
oh yeah,
Super nice.
yeah,
Oh yeah.
absolutely. I mean, um, I the thing that got me is when we were, you know, kind of wrapping up dinner, right, and stuff, and everybody's kind of saying their goodbyes and all that, and he's like, "Oh, guys, like, thank you so much for having me, you know, for inviting me and like letting me like, you know, have dinner with you guys." And I'm like, "You kidding me? Like, we
Yeah,
should be thanking you, like, you know,
exactly,
with
yeah.
how many people can say they had, you know, just chill out dinner with Supreme Leader Snoke? Like, come on now."
I sat in
So,
front of him eating orange chicken, and the
oh yeah,
entire time I was like, "This is really happening."
yeah.
Like, actually having dinner with him.
Yeah, I know he was great, super fun and like I said, just funny and
Mhm.
incredibly nice guy, right? I mean, first of all, he took pictures with all of us, right? Like,
Yeah,
All of
you
us,
know, after
20 something
and
of us were
the
there.
yeah,
employees too.
Yeah.
He went
oh,
up to the
employees too,
employees
yeah,
to, like, thank them for, serving us for the night, and he
very
took
true,
photos with, like, all of them. It was
very true.
super
I forgot
sweet.
about that, but yeah, you're right. You're absolutely
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
Yeah, so super super fun guy, absolutely. Definitely one of the highlights of the convention. You know, just
Yeah.
how we got to all hang out too.
Mhm.
Oh yeah, oh, I
Don't
feel
forget year 2. It's coming out.
Yes. Yep.
Don't
It's
forget.
coming
yeah,
Uh
August.
absolutely. And actually, maybe we should bring that up. So, year two, Rebels Come. happens in August
Mhm,
of next year, right?
mhm.
And it's on the remind me of the
Eighth,
dates.
eighth through the 10th, I believe, are the
Through the
Yes,
dates.
10th, yeah,
yeah,
at
August
the
8th
Hilton.
through the 10th
Yeah.
at the Hilton.
Mhm.
So shout out to my buddy Mike because he's like, hey man, they're filling up like
Yeah,
Two
the
the
rooms were
rooms are
hotel.
left.
filling up.
Yeah,
Mhm.
he's like, I think there's
And
like
we
two
got
rooms
one.
left. So I
At
was
the
like, whoa.
hotel.
So I
Yep.
freaked out. I jumped on the computer, made that reservation. I didn't realize. I mean, I don't know. I totally
Yeah.
missed it that they already had their block. So guys, check it out. I don't know if they'll open more, rooms for the convention or at that
Mhm.
rate. Uh,
Slim chance at the hotel. They may give us a few more blocks, but they're
right.
looking at surrounding hotels to accommodate with a similar rate, maybe not the same. But I mean, if if you haven't booked it or haven't looked into it, you need to jump on it. It's going to be
Yeah.
way bigger, better. I mean, I've got some insight. Can't really say anything, but jump on it.
I mean,
Yeah,
first year
absolutely.
was really, really fun, even though it
Oh
was
yeah.
smaller, but it was the people that were hosting it are really, really
Yes.
great.
They're
So
amazing. Yeah, they
it's
got a
gonna be
great
really
team. They
fun.
got a very much passionate team. They love what they're
Yes.
doing,
Yeah.
and they
Yeah.
definitely want to improve upon. So, like Mike is saying, guys, you don't want to miss it
Mhm.
next year. It's gonna be
Yep.
even better. I think for the first time they did amazing.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
so keep
for
checking
sure.
their socials. Not like me because again I missed it. If it wasn't for Mike, I would have totally missed it. But yeah, keep checking their socials. Rebels Comic Con next year, August 8th, 9th, and 10th on oh my lord, what's the name of the place now officially? Um,
It's the
the city.
Hilton? Oh, the city, I have it. Give me a second. I can get
Oh
it.
my lord, I can't believe I'm
I
blanking
can
out.
do this. I can do this.
Anyway, it is in the Dallas area,
Dallas Frisco. The Hilton
Frisco. There you go.
Dallas
Thank
Frisco
Frisco.
you,
Hotel.
Frisco, man.
Mhm. Mhm.
Don't get old,
Yep.
guys. Don't get old. So yeah, Frisco, Texas, is gonna be the official spot, and the Hilton is the hosting hotel, right, for the show. See if you can stay there. If not, like Mike was saying, they're probably working on surrounding hotels. Book it. I just did. When was that? Like this week, right? I think it was earlier this week or last
Yep.
week. So make sure that you're checking out, again, their socials. If they open up, more hotel blocks and stuff, I'm sure they'll let
Yeah.
us know. So
Yeah.
yeah, I hope to see, pretty much all of you out there next year. And so, okay, so coming back that to the cosplay, this was at Rose Comic Con, I remember.
Yes. That was yeah. Yep.
Yeah. Um, so coming back to the cosplay, anyone that you this is what I wanted to show.
Mhm.
You debuted this one at ICCC, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
Mhm.
and you were getting compliments like left and right. I know you were getting stopped like all the time on the floor, um,
Yeah.
and it was very very cool to see that people actually recognize like the character.
Yes.
I'm not gonna lie, I was a
Yeah.
little bit surprised, and not because you don't look like her. I mean, you do very much, but just because the character, right? Like she's not a Jedi. She's not
Mhm.
like
Mhm.
she doesn't have a mask. Like she's just like a person. So definitely an important part in the show. That's for sure. But I'm saying like I was very surprised that people were picking up on it like quick, and
Yeah.
so very very cool to see. I think you nailed it. You were showing your progress, right, going through getting some of the belts, getting some of the tools done, and all that. And I
Mhm.
thought that was very very cool. Um, so yeah,
Definitely enjoyed the process of you
yes,
creating that. That was pretty interesting to watch
Oh,
and
thank you.
helpful for those who
yes,
Yeah.
might
that's what I
want
was
to
gonna
jump
say,
Yeah.
in.
and very very helpful. So any new cosplay project or anyone that you're like, what, I if I get enough time, I want to do, this character.
So I have 2. One of them I won't reveal yet.
Oh snap!
But I'm trying to update my main focus right now is updating because the shirt I have for Trilla is kind of ripping like on the inside, so I need to either sew it or commission someone to do so because I'm
Got it.
terrible. And like it may not look like it, but it's very hard for me to focus when I'm doing cosplay stuff. And with the amount of cosplays that I have now that I want to be able to upgrade, I don't know if I have the time, and she's definitely one of my main ones, so I want to make sure it looks good. So I'm just upgrading my cosplays. I got some bracers for my Trilla one, upgrading my Endor Leia One that I do
Yes.
have in mind that if I can get the materials and have the time to be able to do it, I want to do a Shmi Skywalker, from episode one.
Oh.
So I like the main characters, but I also really
Hmm.
love like Bix to do the smaller characters,
Yeah,
the ones
absolutely.
that don't get enough credit. And so Shmi Skywalker is like one of my favorites. I have her figurine somewhere right there.
Nice.
But yeah, I'm hoping to do hers soon if I can.
Nice. That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's very, very cool. Yeah, agreed. Again, I don't know that I've even seen another Biggs,
Mhm.
um, cosplay, right? Like, or not recently anyway. I'm sure, with season two,
Mhm.
spooling up here soon, will
Yeah.
probably that will probably change. But still, so that's very, very cool. So we can't wait, to see the new cosplays once you debut them. Um, what about shows? Are you done for the year? First of all, in terms of conventions,
So I'm thinking about going to the GalaxyCon in
right?
Columbus. It's about an hour something away from me. So thinking about going to that one if I have the time. There is another one that I can't talk about yet. But there's another one this year that I'm planning on going to, but I have to wait for to make that announcement. So stay tuned.
Nice. All
Yeah.
right. Hey, there you go. And once again,
Yeah.
guys, in order for you to stay, current with everything that Tiara is doing, make sure that you follow her on Instagram and check out her YouTube channel. Both links are in the chat, I think several times over by now. So make sure that you are subscribed and are following. All right. I'm going to attempt to jump back into the chat for a little bit.
Oh no.
All right.
Good
So,
luck.
yeah,
Yeah.
everybody brace yourself, have a little drinky drink while we do this, which I will because I'm gonna talk a lot,
Or ice cream.
dude. Seriously,
Yes.
now
Or ice
that's all I'm
cream.
thinking about. Dang it, man,
Yeah.
you had to ruin it for us.
Some good
Okay.
Cherry Garcia.
Oh, dang it, it's not nice. All right. So the Galactic Cantina says I've fallen into the Star Wars trading card trap. Just opened one of the 8-pack boxes with Thrawn and Ahsoka on the cover, dude. That's why I had to stop watching Tony and Ricky.
Tony.
I'm like, dude, just don't do that. Like I can't have another,
Bad
rabbit
influencers.
hole, dude.
Bad
Seriously.
Yeah.
influencers.
Yeah.
Um, Tails, you going to GalaxyCon? Asks Tony. Morty says Chad Didra and Boat's #1 fan in the chat. Nice. Tales of the Force says thinking. Poder Droid says thank you, Rolando. And Sharon. Oh, thank you, man. I appreciate you coming in. Tony himself says Mortis. McClunky says it's okay. I saw the 20-year anniversary of Phantom Menace, so I saw it when I was 19. Oh, come on now. Rolando dropping our brother Elijah's Instagram right there, so make sure that you check that out. Joseph says, I remember watching Revenge of the Sith in kindergarten. Earliest memory of my life. I almost choked saying that, like kindergarten. um, Earliest memory of my life. I told
He's like,
Ewan
"Oh,
and
no."
hating at Spacey. I was like, oh my god, this is so young. I can't. Um, Brian saying, vámonos a San Francisco Fan Expo. Oh, snap. Oh, snap. Mortis saying, Rolando is a machine.
Yeah.
Yeah, a multiversal machine at that, dude. He's probably at like 3 other streams right now as he's putting, links here on this one. And we appreciate it. So, once again, guys, make sure to check out Rolando's own YouTube channel where he does a lot of toy hunts. The link is somewhere in the chat. Sorry, the chat has been literally on fire tonight, so it might have gotten lost a little. But if you scroll back for a little bit, you will find it. Rolando dropping Joseph's YouTube channel right there. Appreciate you. Morty saying, not to plug, but I'm doing a giveaway on Instagram for an Ahsoka fig. So if you want
Yeah.
one, hop on over. Let
Yes.
me pull that up. Actually, I did see it,
Yeah.
and I don't think I entered because I forget stuff. Mortis FM. Let me
It's
pull
going
up
on till the
that.
17th, so everyone still has plenty of time. I'm pretty
Oh,
sure
there you
it's
go.
17th.
Even better.
Yeah. Yeah.
So let's do this. All right. Whoops. Sorry. Moved our guest out of the way. My bad. All right. So Mortis FM over on Instagram. Check out his post. And she's got the Ahsoka Tano Black Series, the version from Peridia, or as I like to call her, Ahsoka the White. So check it
Yes.
out. In the caption,
Mhm.
he's got the entry rules, so make sure that you check out Mortis FM. So go to his post, is one of his earlier or most recent ones, And super super cool guys. Also, make sure you check out all
Mhm.
his content. We got to hang out for a
Definitely.
little bit at ICCC as well, so it was great to finally meet you in person. So once
Yes.
again, go check out his giveaway post for that very very cool Ahsoka figure. All right, that's not what I wanted to do. Hey, what's going on, man?
Spotlight.
All
Yeah.
right, there we go, and we're back. Okay, so we were somewhere all the way down here. Maybe not. Okay, here we go. Do it tell says Tony. Pop the Bunny Collector says, cause Tiara when is
I
oh,
don't know what
cause
prom is.
Tiara when is prom? Oh, that's funny. That is funny. You get it? Cause she's so
No. Oh,
young.
because
So
I'm young?
young.
Oh
Yeah.
my gosh. That
It's
was
not
just
fun.
like a running joke all throughout Icon. I was just like, "Oh my god.
I know. That was
Literally
hilarious.
26 years old. I'm not that young. Swear."
All right. But do you have your dress picked out? Is I think what he's asking. I'm just kidding.
I always have my dress picked out. What are you talking about?
Jeff says, Tony, can you tell us the number on the card already? Come on. I know, right? Tony says, Grayson, don't watch the live. LOL. I was praying you wouldn't see me pulling Deidre twice. Ooh,
Tony is the
there you go.
biggest Andor fan, putting that out there. Give him all the
Yeah.
Andor stuff.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Also, Carter says, I live in Florida, crafting oil. There you go. So stay
Nice.
safe out there. We got Darth
Yeah.
Angel in the house saying, hello. What's going on, brother? Appreciate you joining, man. Good to see you. LMAO, Jeff. Ashton says, not for real, Weatherman. You heard it from crafting herself. There you go. Exactly. Morty says, I will not have to watch the live purely for your reaction. Exactly. We got Dave in the house saying, "Oh, praise D, General Kenobi. What's going on, brother? I appreciate you joining, man." So if you haven't, go check out Dave's Dimension here on YouTube. Appreciate you joining, man. Thank you. We got Toy Bills in the house. What is going on, man? Thank you so much for joining.
Yay.
Saying, what's up, guys? Not much. We're just chatting about how old we are. Jeff saying hi to Billy. Rolando saying hi to Dark Angel. The Galactic Cantina and Brian. Jeff says Toy Bills. Rolando dropping Toy Bills Instagram right there. Make sure that you check that out as well. Saying hi to Jeff. Mortis FM saying, shamelessly bragging on Tiara. Generally one of the kindest people I know and the best second sister out there. But chat, please kindly bully her into finishing Jedi Survivor. Oh,
The
oh,
shade. I
name,
started playing
Shots
it.
fired.
name.
I still have a bit to go. I'd like to stream it soon, but we'll see.
Smart, smart. I'm sure a lot
Yeah.
of people will tune in for that. So, um, tells of the Force saying, Mortis of him? Yes. McClunky says, you gotta fix that game. We got Millennium Workshop Rex in the house saying, good evening, everyone. What's going on, brother? Thanks so much for joining me. Another amazing and talented creator here
Mhm.
in the community. Always doing a ton of stuff. Always showing how he does a ton of stuff
Mhm.
too. So he's kind of crazy with the tutorials. Not that I could ever follow them, but he does post them out there. So make sure to check out Rex over at Millennium Workshop over on YouTube and Instagram. Morty saying, I'm 100% consulting her whenever I finally do a Jedi custom. You should. I might do the same. Also, Carter says, all right, guys, I have to go now get my rest. I did follow you on Instagram, crafting on ILUM. See you guys next time.
Thank you.
Appreciate you, Ultra Carter, man. Get some rest and have a good day at work tomorrow. Rolando dropping Rex's YouTube channel. Again, make sure that you follow that. And also his Instagram right there. Both together, both very easily accessible. Ultra Carter saying hi to Rex and goodbye because he's leaving the stream. Rex saying, your cosplays are great. Yeah, dude, she
Thank
does
you.
amazing. Um, Tales of the Force saying Tiara slaying the cosplays. Absolutely. Oh, look who we got here.
Oh.
The man, the myth, the captain of the ship from Spice Runners. We got Evan in the house saying hello, everyone. What's up, brother? Appreciate you joining, man. Thank you. Rex saying hi to Evan. Rolando dropping Spice Runners Lounge YouTube. And again, guys, you want to check that out. They do an amazing stream every Friday at 8 p.m. Central. So make sure that you check them out. McClunk is saying amazing cosplay. I used to be super into it, but lost the time. Now I just wear Stormtrooper armor, but you're making me want to get back into it. I know, dude. Like,
Yes.
see, but that's the thing because we see the nice part, right? We see like the finished product, and she looks amazing, and I'm here just thinking like, oof, that would take me like 3 years, you know. Mortis offense like I'm missing ICC hard right now. I hear you, dude. I hear you. So talking about ICCC, we did have a little bit of a development, right? I don't know if everybody here caught that. So it seems that the host hotel
Mm,
didn't want to play very nice for next year.
yeah.
So the my understanding or the gist of it is that they wanted to increase the rate for everybody, right? The night the stay rate, the per night, sorry.
Mhm.
And they wanted, what was it, an extra 25, 30K from Michael,
Ouch.
to put down
Yeah.
as a whatever deposit or contract. I'm not
Yeah.
sure. The point is they wanted a lot more money,
Mhm.
right? So he's like, yeah, no, that's not how we do it around here. So
Yeah.
stay tuned. Make sure that you are checking out the ICCC page, especially on Facebook. He's very very active on Facebook. Um, so there more than likely will be a new host place, right, for next year. I know he's probably running around trying to find another spot, or maybe even renegotiating, right, with the hotel. I'm not sure. Um, but just make sure that you are following him on all his socials, ICCCon, right? Because I think I speak for the grand majority of us when we say we want to go back, right? I think we all had quite a fun experience. Um, Kind of sucks about the hotel, because I thought it was a good place. The rooms were fine. The food was actually pretty good, and the drinks were good too. A little bit expensive, but at
Yeah.
least they were good. Um, so yeah, it just kind of sucks that they kind of decided to go that route, right? But yeah, again, stay tuned. ICCC will definitely happen. We don't know where yet, right, or the dates. I'm sure he's, like I said, running around trying to figure that out. We might get I'm hoping that we get an announcement here before the end of the year, right? I think that would be a win, because I kind of feel like we need to start scheduling our travel for next year. It's kind of crazy. It's kind of crazy. Like I was saying, I wasn't even thinking about August, and the hotel was
Mhm.
already like full. So
Mhm.
now I'm like, all
Yep.
right, I need to pay more
Yeah.
attention. Okay, so my colleague says I see it was a blast. I need to say hi to more of you all. Yeah, absolutely, man. Hey, look who it is. The Nerd Squadron in the
Ooh.
house. What's going on, Chris? Thanks so much for joining, brother. Appreciate you, man. Rolando wasting no time and dropping Chris's Nerd Squadron YouTube channel. Make sure to check it out. This dude shots like beautiful videos, man. I don't know how he does it. I'm not jealous.
'Cause he
Tell,
carries like a 5 pound, 10 pound thing on his arm. You
do
remember?
remember? So he looked like. Do y'all remember that clone from the cartoon ones, from the 2003 ones? The one that he was an ARC trooper, and he's got this like quad blasting thing that he puts on his chest.
Yes.
It's got like four barrels, and he's just
Yeah.
like, that's him. That's him with a camera,
Yeah.
basically. That's literally him.
Mm.
Um,
Yeah.
it's hey, my hats off to him, because I could not hold on to that thing for more than like 2 minutes, and he was out there, getting all the Spike
Mhm.
Lee angles and everything. It was kind of
Mhm.
nuts. So, and it shows. Don't get me wrong, like his videos are gorgeous. So make sure to check out the Nerd Squadron here on YouTube. Let's see. Tells the Force says, so sad we
Mhm.
didn't meet at MegaCon, Tiara. Oh man, there you go. There'll be more opportunities.
Yeah.
Mortis saying, Chris, sup, dude, to the Nerd Squadron, Legacy of Nerds, saying, everyone, make sure to hit that like button on your way in. Yeah, absolutely. So we would
Yeah.
greatly appreciate it if you hit that like button on the stream, and for an amazing guest tonight. Mortis saying, oh my God, I forgot about that. Yeah, it's an accidental flex. Yeah, right. Nerds Crunch like, yo, Mortis FM. We got Oshi in the house saying, what's happening? Thanks so much for joining. Appreciate you. I miss ICC. Me too, Ricky. I miss you more than anything. I mean, the con. Mushy Bro says, Tales of the Force. Mushy Tales of the Force. Hey, big sis. Nerd Squadron says, I miss my friends. I know, man. We're all getting the ICC blues here.
Yeah.
Tony saying, like, I'm a hotel book for Rebels Come. Yes, sir. Yes, you did.
Yay.
So
The
it's going to be a big
presidential
old party
suite,
out
we
there.
already know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know.
The
That's
very
that's why
tippy
we can't
top.
get more rooms,
Yeah,
because
that's
he
what I was gonna
took them
say.
all.
This dude booked the whole floor, so I'm like, what do you
Yeah.
mean? Like, come on now. He likes to run around, his underwear. Tells the Force says, I want to go. Eben saying, what's up, Rex? Marta saying hi. Thanks so much for joining the stream. Appreciate you. That's my mom. Mortis FM saying, definitely gonna be there. Nerd Squadrons, I'll be there. Hey, we got Edson in the house. What's going on, man? Thanks so much for joining. General Kenobi, Heller says Edson. Thanks, man. My Clunk says, I wish I could make it to Rebels Come. Never been. It's a good show, man. I think next year is it would be worth the trip if you can make it. I think. I'm sure they're gearing up to start, announcing some of the guests. Probably more like earlier, right, into the next year. But you definitely want to stay tuned. So Rebels Comic Con, make sure you follow them on Instagram, Facebook, all that good stuff.
Mhm.
Lewis in the house saying hello, General Kenobi. Thanks so much for joining. Appreciate you. McClunkley saying hopefully everyone has an amazing time. Frisco, Texas. Yes, thank you. That's how back I am. Listener says, damn, Frisco, lock your car doors. There you go. Well, that's why I'm going to have Mike drive. So kidding, by the way, says Daniel. He's not kidding. Tony says, GalaxyCon, let's go. There you go. I know Tony's going to be at every con there is for the rest
Yeah,
of the year anyway. So
yeah.
it's not even a question for him. Rex says, I'm going to go to GalaxyCon with my. Oh, hey, there you go. So
Nice.
Tiara is going to be out there too. So hopefully
Hopefully, yeah.
you'll get to see um, and like I said, Rex does some insane work. Can't wait, says McClunky. Rolando saying hi to Luis and Evan. McClunky saying, love GalaxyCon. Past 2 years have gone as press, and it's a blast. Nice. Yeah, need to start checking that one out. Tales of the Force saying, haha, Star Wars Sid popping back up when anyone talks to convention. Yeah, that's when he's asleep and he's like, oh, yeah, no, I'm there.
Yes.
And then he just like
Yeah.
goes back down. He's efficient like that. Rolando saying hi to Martha. Tony saying, LOL, I'm multitasking. Tails just happened to see that. Sure. Rolando saying, dropping Martha's Instagram right there. Tales of the Force saying, Tony, haha, I love it. Rolando dropping Mochi's YouTube channel as well. Laughing, says Tony. Rolando dropping again. Thank you. Crafting on ILUM's YouTube
Yeah.
channel and his Instagram right there. So make sure to check it out. His on toy hunts. Again, guys, you definitely need to go follow Rolando on his toy hunts and Dave's Dimensions YouTube channel. Appreciate you, man. Jeff saying hi to Evan. The Jedi Cantina in the house saying hello there. What's up, Brett? Appreciate you joining, man. Thank you so much. And whew, you thought I wasn't going to make it, but the bottom of the chat, the Galactic Cantina says, we don't really have any good cons in Sweden, especially Star Wars ones. So jealous of you Americans. Yeah, yes, us Americans, we're just spoiled, man. I gotta say though, San Antonio, we've been getting pretty spoiled this year. I think
This year we were
we
definitely spoiled.
we had three like big shows, out here in the city, and they were all great. Like they were all banging with guests and stuff like that. So we'll see next year. As far as I know, all three are happening again, right, for next year. So just put that into consideration for your wallets because they are pretty big and pretty good shows. Okay, I didn't get tired at all. I'm fine.
You did it.
Yeah, I know.
Woo!
Did it. Yay. This one's for me. Yay. All right. Um, so we briefly touch upon, right? But what would you say is what are you most excited about for some of the upcoming projects that we know or at least we think are in the works for Star Wars?
I'm excited for Skeleton Crew. I think it's gonna be really fun. I really like the
Nice.
Huttese play on Major Tom that was in the trailer. I
Good,
thought it
right?
was
Yeah.
fun. Um, that was like one of my favorite songs when I was younger, so I heard that and I was like, "Oh, childhood."
Awesome.
And then of course, Andor season 2. I'm
Hmm.
very excited to see how that all leads up into that or the very beginning scene of Rogue One. So
Yes.
super excited for that.
Absolutely, same here. And yeah, I think the more and more we get closer to the Skeleton Crew, and we've seen a couple more things, right? A couple of things came out from Brazil. Um, I kind of feel like we are strangely all on the same page,
Mhm,
which for the most part seems to be. I'm not expecting a whole lot out of that
mhm,
show,
mhm.
but I do expect it to be fun. Like everybody's
Yeah.
kind of on that channel, which I'm all for. I mean, I think we could all use just a fun show to watch, right?
Mhm,
Um, one that's maybe not super connected to everything else, right? That's going on in the galaxy. One that shows us a different take, and it seems to be a again more of an adventure, right? Everybody keeps saying more a little bit geared towards kids. I'm not 100% convinced about that. Kids are obviously the focus and the main characters,
mhm,
but I think it will be a little bit more like like maybe like Guardians of the Galaxy, where you
Mm,
have playful themes, right? But
mhm,
it's still geared right to like towards more like mature, more adults, right?
It was kind of
Um,
the parallel to like the Goonies, which a lot of people are saying like
mhm.
right.
that was still kind of kiddish, but there was a lot of adult stuff
Or
in there that
even
Exactly.
Stranger Things too. That's
Oh,
also
absolutely.
definitely,
yeah.
definitely.
Yeah. So, like I said, I'm kind of glad that the fandom is like, you know what, looks fun. It probably won't break any records, so it probably won't be my
Mhm,
absolute favorite, thing that Star Wars has ever done.
mhm,
But I think that's okay. I think we kind of need that up to a point, right? Um, so I'm definitely watching. I think we all are. And again, maybe it's because like expectations are low. I'm not sure. Um, but overall, everybody's like, "Oh, I'll watch." It looks fun, and that seems to be the sentiment all throughout, which is great because that last show, even before it debuted, you know, that last show with the Acolyte, even like a month before it even debuted, and everybody was on that
The
train. Like,
mobs were out. Yeah.
oh yeah, yeah,
yeah,
the pitchforks were definitely out even before we
yeah,
saw a minute of it. So all this to say that I'm looking forward to what Skeleton Crew, hopefully is right for Star Wars. But one that I have maybe too many expectations or too high expectations is Andor. Andor season 2, that is a whole other story. I
Some
mean,
big
mhm,
boots, some big
mhm,
boots to fill.
absolutely.
So
Absolutely. And they keep, they've started the machine up, right? They're like, hey, here's a little bit of an image. Here's a little
mhm.
bit of B2MO coming up on stage. And here's a little bit of a clip, which I kind of wanted to show here tonight. It's a short clip, right? But it does show us quite a bit. So what do you say we take, a quick look at it, and then we'll talk about it, and then maybe we'll talk about kind of like what we're thinking, where the show is going. So let me cue it up here, um, so that I can actually share the audio. For those of you who haven't seen it, this just came out. What is it? Like a day ago, yesterday. Um, well, I think in theory, I think it was leaked, and then they're like, you know what, just put it out. Um, so this some of the information did come from the D23 in Brazil. So let me share this one with audio. All right. So let's take a quick look here, and we should have audio. So coming in 2025, which we got a date, by the way, which is April 22nd. So mark your calendars. It's what, that's oh no, just above 6 months for now, which is kind of crazy because that is the, what is it, Tuesday or Wednesday after Celebration
Celebration,
Japan.
yeah,
Yeah.
yep,
So I'm kind of hoping, at Celebration, they're like, oh, we're just going to have a sleepover and watch the entire
yep.
thing, tonight. So I'm like, dude, bet. I'm down. So let's put out here. So it's a small clip for Andor season 2. Let's check it out.
We need a pilot.
You're thinking like a thief. I'm thinking like a soldier. Think like a leader. Let's make it worth it.
Yeah. All right. So that's just about all we get right now. Again, we're about 6 months out from it. And of course, I think I was most excited about that last shot. Finally, finally, we get our good old K2. So
yeah.
um, I know people have been saying it's like, oh, you don't know that's him. That's him. Okay. In my heart, that's him. It's gotta be him. Okay. Leave me alone.
Yeah,
Let me dream that it's him. All right.
yeah.
We know he's gonna be in the show, right? Alan Tudyk pretty much confirmed it. So it's, I don't know how early into the show or into the season he'll be. I hope that it's very early because that is one thing obviously I really really wanted to see in season 1, right? Them like meeting up maybe for the first
Mhm,
time
mhm,
and getting into shenanigans, right, like together. But um it's coming, season 2 again. um April 22nd. So what do you guys think? Was there anything that sort of stood out, for you on this one? I know it's not much, right? It's not that many scenes, but I think there's a few good things in here.
Oh,
Yeah.
definitely. Definitely. There's a bunch of, like, if you were to watch that over and over and slowly pick it apart, you're going to pick up a ton of stuff. Like, is that a experimental
Right.
interceptor right there? Like, what are we
Exactly.
looking at? Is that a training pod or is that an actual ship?
Exactly. That's what I was thinking, because it seems like it's an open hangar in front of it, but at the same time, it's like encapsulated somehow. And those wings definitely, are different. Also, I was trying to catch, his outfit here, and it's an Imperial cockpit, right? From what we can tell, it's like a TIE fighter cockpit. But to me, the suit, the flight suit, looks kind of orangey,
Mhm.
So I was like, is that a rebel, pilot,
Right.
like,
Yeah.
uniform already? Like, or is he maybe, a trendsetter, and he's like, nah, we're
He
gonna do it
started it.
orange. Exactly.
Orange.
Imagine.
Imagine.
Yes. Oh, dude, I would love that so much. If, if he's like, what contrast black? Orange. That's what we're gonna go with, because we're opposites.
Yeah.
So the other one is, where is he? He's trying to catch Luthen. Which a highlight, by the way, of season 1. I mean, that monologue that he does.
Oh,
is
definitely.
Yeah.
Chef's
Yeah.
kiss.
I don't really
Um,
care what they do with him as long as they put him in and just let him speak for like
Dude,
3
right?
minutes.
Yeah, exactly. Just give me like 2 to 3 minutes of him talking like that, like every other episode. I'm golden. Like,
I
Even if it's
also-
just him putting an order in at a restaurant. Just,
exactly.
you know what I mean? Like, oh, heck yeah.
Exactly.
If he
Yeah.
switches into character, because he switches back and forth between being like a
Yes.
societal person of Coruscant
Yes.
and then like his rebellion side, that was really, really fun. So yeah, like if we
Mhm.
see him grabbing like a burger from
Right.
Dex's diner or something.
Oh, dude, that would be amazing. Imagine he actually pops into Dex's diner.
Yeah.
Oh man, and Dex is like actually helping, the rebellion and stuff. Oh,
Oh, that'd be really cool.
stop it, Tiara. Stop making better Star Wars than what we're gonna get. All right, don't give me hope like that. But yeah, some cool shots. Obviously, not a huge amount of action. It's obviously more focused on the characters, right? But
Can you find the shot with the stormtroopers walking down?
yes, that's what I was trying to get. Also, here's Luthen, which again highlight. Here we go.
There it is.
There, it's a little bit more clear.
So I was trying to look at the flags to see what were
Mhm.
on them, on the banners. Like, are they walking into like a protest of some type? And it's
It
just
kind of
like,
looks that way, yeah.
Yeah.
they're about to lay down the law.
Yeah, I was gonna say probably not gonna end up well for most of those protesters. Yeah, so I'm thinking we get to see some, public demonstration of the Empire's like ruthlessness, right? And that might be the tipping point, right? Like that might be, they're like, all right, that's it, open rebellion, like official, all that stuff. Now, one thing to remember is that how does it go? So this show is gonna be, what is it? 12 episodes, right? And every 3 episodes, it's gonna be a year in the story, right? So every 3 episodes will cover a year, then it'll jump right to the next year, so on and so forth, until, like Tiara was saying, I'm assuming that very last episode, right, basically just leads right into Rogue One, right? Right into that, supposedly right into that scene, right, where we first see him talk to that informant in the like back alley, right, of that planet. So, and I kind of do believe it, because he is right here.
Mhm.
He's kind of wearing the outfit.
Mhm.
That
Yep.
very, very similar. Maybe a little bit more clean, right? So maybe he hasn't gotten it scuffed up quite yet, but that outfit looks very, very reminiscent of Rogue One.
Yeah. Yeah.
So again, my man has drip. All right, so let's just put it out there. He looks
Love his
great,
coats. All
dude.
his
Right?
coats.
Yes.
That red
did-
coat in the first season.
Yes, exactly. I was just gonna say. Also, did you see that that image, that picture that came out of Brazil? Him with the long coat, and the that sort of like
Yeah.
undercoat that he had too.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oof, yeah. I'm like, I need one of those. I can pull it off, I think.
Yeah.
Um, so yeah, very much excited about this show. I think most of us are. Um, I know that season one wasn't everybody's cup of tea.
Mhm.
It was mine. I enjoyed it quite a
Oh
bit.
yeah.
Um, and I've been talking about it, and I think I'm gonna do a rewatch here soon. Um, so I might, I'm still debating if I pop in on a stream, and if anybody wants to join and catch up with me, on the episodes. But I haven't seen it all once it was out, right? So I was watching as it was coming
Mm.
out, at the time,
Mhm.
every week, and I feel that if I now sit down and watch it, let's say in a week or 2 weeks, like very much like back to back, I think it's gonna make a difference. I really do. Um,
100%. I'll preach that till I'm blue in the face. You gotta go back once your expectations are either met or not met.
yeah,
You're done picking it apart. Binge watch it, and
Mhm.
you'll appreciate it way more. Like I've done that with the Book
Yeah.
of Boba Fett. It
nice.
grew on me. Um, I've done it with this most recent one, and it grew a little bit on me. But it definitely helps 100%.
Nice. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. Like I said, that's something that I've been definitely wanting to do, and I will do it. I mean, um, luckily, if nothing else, we do have a little break, towards the end of the year, so maybe we'll spend some of that time. But yeah, he's killing it. He's gonna do a great job.
Oh, whoa! Did you see the patch? Like,
Oh, right
see
there.
that patch? What is?
Mm.
Oh, what is that?
Oh, can you just turn your
I don't
shoulder,
think he,
man?
yeah, I
Thank
don't
you.
think he twists, but there's something
Oh, there's a
there.
little bit more there.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. Dang it. I mean, I can only make like
All cosplayers right now are trying to
yeah. I
break
was gonna
that
say.
down so they can be the first one to have it.
Yeah, absolutely, man. See, I kind of see the chest piece even here a little
Mhm.
bit, like the pilots,
Hmm.
um, what is it, like a communicator, right, and stuff. I don't know, man. Yeah, dude, yeah, if he sets the trend for orange, jumpsuits, my hat's off to this man. So, Andor season 2 is coming April 22nd, 2025. You best believe we're going to be covering everything leading up to it. But it's good to see, because if you guys remember, we did have a previous sort of expected release date, right, which was like September or something like that. So I'm very glad that it's gonna happen, before that. Um, so as we start winding down here the show, Tiara, you want to talk to us about, you already told us a little bit about your upcoming shows that you're gonna be at. Um, Anything you can tell us, any preview you can give us into next year, because we're kind of winding down 2024. Crazy to say, but it is coming to a close. So any shows that you already know you're gonna go to, maybe any cosplays that you're already working on. You mentioned a couple, or anything like that. Any videos that you're working on also?
Yeah, so I feel like I'm constantly juggling because you
Yeah.
said in the very beginning I do everything, and it's a one woman show over here. So we're doing cosplays, designs, the small little business that I have, and YouTube and whatnot. So I still need to film just like a introduction video that I put like a post and had people just ask some questions,
Nice.
just to get to know me better, because I don't have that yet on my page. So that's supposed to be coming out soon. I just finished reading Plagueis, and so I'm gonna hop
Oh,
on with one of my friends, and we're gonna kind of just give a brief overview, our general thoughts, and what we took away from the book. So that will be out soon. I'm hoping for next week to have that out.
nice.
My shop, I have a couple of designs that I'm already working on. Here is like a brief preview of like one of
Hey.
my designs that I got
Oh,
in.
that's
It's a
cool.
sticker.
Hold on, let me blow you up here so you can see it better.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
my
I like
dog
that.
droid.
It's donkey,
Yeah.
One of
So
my
I've got a
all-time
couple
favorite droids.
designs.
right?
Yeah, I mean, underrated because he's
Oh
always
yeah.
like he's a battery. He's useful for everything.
Yeah, very much so.
But yeah, I got a couple designs in the works that I need to finish so that way I can reopen my shop. I'm hoping to reopen it before like the holidays. So if you
Sure.
want to get like gifts and whatnot, hoping I can do that. Um, Conventions. possibly Columbus, the Space or Galaxy Con, and then we're going to Rebel Scum Con in probably ICCC
Nice.
next year. That's all I had. There's another event that I can't speak about yet, but I'm really excited too. So just make sure you're following my page, and
Absolutely.
you'll get that announcement. So yeah.
That's awesome. Yeah. I think I got a hint of what that is, and you guys don't
If
want to
you
miss
know
it.
me and if you've been following me for a while, then you might know. So
Yeah. So yeah. Definitely check out Tiara on all our socials. Mostly on Instagram, and also on YouTube. So stay tuned for those upcoming videos. Um,
yes. Yeah.
You'll probably see her out there in a convention near you eventually, and she might be too busy, cosplaying. But still take a picture, say hi, and again, make sure that you are following her on all her socials. There's a ton of stuff that she's going to be doing. There's a lot of stuff she's working in the background. She's being humble, but there's a lot that's coming. All right. And as you can tell, she's doing a lot of stuff, all at once. So stay tuned for the reopening of her store as well. Very, very cool designs. And, get yourself some awesome merch designed by one of our own, right? One of us here in the community. Okay. So there's a good chunk of messages again here in the chat. And once again, I really appreciate you guys. I don't mind losing my voice because of all of y'all like chiming in. I really do appreciate it. This has been a very, very fun show. Like I said, I kind of missed this, just having somebody to chat and go deeper into their fandom and kind of pick their voyage apart, right? Like how they got to be a great cosplayer in your instance, a collector and stuff. And actually, yeah, I forgot to ask you, is there any sort of piece or collectible that you're kind of hunting down that's in your scopes but haven't quite found it yet?
Well, for a while, I was actually searching for a Black Series Trilla figurine, which I finally
Oh yeah, you
got
said.
at ICCC, at a booth. It was like $20 there
Full
next to
trigger.
my
Yep.
helmet. Yeah, so I got that. So I was really happy to eventually find that. But right now, if you find any Trilla merch, send it my way. I will get it
There you
ASAP.
go.
But I have this like Clone Wars book that I got at
Mhm.
ICCC for like $10, or $5, I think. So I really love like these encyclopedia books. So that's kind of like my new fixation right now. I
Nice.
have a ton of Lego sets that I have yet to finish because like I'm like looking into this stuff and like reading Plagueis and things like that. So we're a big bookworm right now.
Nice. That's awesome.
Yeah.
I need to
You
do that
definitely
more, to
don't
be honest with
sleep.
you.
You
Yeah, that's
definitely
what I
don't
was gonna
sleep.
I told you I don't.
say. It's all right. You're young. You can handle it. But yeah, I definitely need to do more books, man. Audiobooks.
Mm.
I'm not reading. Um, but so let me jump right back here into the chat. One last leg, guys. All right. So here we go, Bunker Bunch. So Daniel saying you're not done with the chat now. I know. I saw your message as soon as I was done, but I'm like, I can't right now. Rolando dropping the Jedi Cantina's YouTube channel right there, so make sure you check out Brett. Galactic Cantina says, I wonder how the characters in Ender we didn't see in Rogue One are gonna end up. Yeah, absolutely. That's obviously a big question, right? And conversely, I think how much of Rogue One's characters are we gonna get into season 2? We did get a few obviously in season 1, but there's quite a bit, right? Like Director Krennic, for example. Guardians of the Stranger Goonies. I like that, man. I like that title better than Skeleton Crew. McClunk is saying, just saying Skeleton would be an immediate 10 out of 10 if a certain weak pirate showed up. Oh, absolutely. But to be honest with you, I'm trying not to think about it too much. I know that's what everybody wants. That's what I want to.
It's so highly likely
But
though. Like what better
I
way?
no, I
What
agree.
better way?
Trust me, I agree that this is the place to do it, right? Like this is
Yeah.
just setting up the stage for him. But as things have been going with Disney, right?
Yeah.
If
Yeah.
we don't get it, yeah, exactly. So I'm just saying, I'm gonna be ecstatic if that happens. But I'm not, how can I say this? I'm not basing my judgment of the show
Mm.
on that single like
Mm-hmm.
appearance, right? I was gonna say cameo, but man, if it's just a cameo, I'd be like, just give us the whole thing, man. Like, why would you, Why would
I'm
you
just
tease us like
highly
that?
optimistic at this point. Like
No, I
I
hear you.
just all the pieces are falling in place for him. And like
I agree. Once I saw
yeah.
that a giant, skull or mask
Mm,
thrown with the little,
yeah.
Gribblies in the bottom, I'm like,
Yeah.
I don't know, that looks familiar. So
Low expectations, high optimism. That's where
there you
we're
go.
at
I like that.
There you go.
right
I like that. That's honestly kind of how we need to start approaching, some of these like Star Wars projects. Raging Mando in the house. What's going on, Frankie? Thanks so much for joining, brother. McClunky Cast, love that thought. Absolutely. Galactic Cantina says Johnny Depp as Hondo. LOL. Oof. I will buy that. I will buy that. At Galactic Cantina, yes, says Frankie. But the voice is very much part of the character, like Cat Bane. Oh,
now.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
If it's
McClunky,
not the voice character or someone who sounds similar to him, it's gonna be a little odd.
yeah, I agree. Yeah, I can do away with the look. Like, if it doesn't look, you
Mm,
know, um, that close to the character, I'm kind of okay with if he sounds like him, right? Like, if it's his voice, I think I can, uh, how can I say it, forgive that easier than the other way around. Like, that he looks very much like the show, but he sounds off, like he's not his voice. I feel I would bump more into that than the other way around.
yeah.
Because yeah, I mean, his voice, I can hear it right now, like in my head. Like, if you think
Yeah.
about it, like, we can all picture him or hear him.
Yeah.
Dub him over with Jim Cummings. There you go. Hey, they could very much do that. One of my new best friends, Matthew Wood, does amazing work with audio, so be an easy task for him. Frankie says, "Let me go get my cereal bowl real quick." All right, it's getting real for Frankie. He's just gonna get some cereal. Rolando saying, "Strong work, Brett." Yeah, absolutely, man. He's been killing it out there. Dad Vader says, like, "Make me laugh a little. Give me a little fan service with a little Easter eggs in the background. I'll be happy with skeleton." Exactly, right? Just sprinkle some of that goodness, right?
That's all I
You
was
don't
even
have
saying.
to
If
go.
he
The
walks
what?
in the background, if you
Yeah,
just see
right.
like Hondo walking in the background,
Yeah,
I'd be like, well, that was good enough for me.
yeah. I mean, something like I said. I'm trying to keep, again, low expectations. Um, I think it's gonna be a good show. I think it's gonna be good
Mhm.
for the fandom. Honestly, I think we need that, like, just fun. Just have
Yeah.
fun. Um, Brad saying, I think they leaked the date because of the trailer in Brazil getting out. Yeah, I think so too. I think
Mhm.
they're like, you know what? Let's just release it proper. It's too late anyway. It's out there. Um, Frankie saying, agree with you completely, Dad Bader. I like it, says Frankie. Galactic Cantina says, what kind of cereal are still gonna eat in season 2? Oh, there you go.
Cereal.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
cereal, exactly. Elijah saying it's gonna be bad. A can't wait. Absolutely. My clunk says, I just need to know if Kino made it out after the jump into the water. Dude, yeah.
Yes. Is he alive? Is he safe?
Dude, yeah, exactly. Right. Is he losing all his hair and starting like he's got a coffee, something stuck in his throat saying Gollum? Legacy says, from that 20 seconds, it will be the best Star Wars project ever. There you go. Hey, sometimes it's all it takes, right? 20 seconds. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise. McClunk is saying, Luthen is an amazing character. Yeah,
Mhm.
dude. Luthen is one of the best written characters, like, or at least dialogue wise, in very recent of Star Wars. I wouldn't even say very recent, just in general. I think, like, some of his dialogue is fire. Galactic Cantina says Stellan's character is legend. Yeah, absolutely. Dag says Tales of the Force. Raging Man says, I wonder if that is Yavin.
Mm,
I hope so. I hope so.
yeah.
Real Life's Perspective show in the house. What's going on, brother? Appreciate you joining, man. Happy Wednesday, everyone. Jedi Cantina says, Luton better reveal what he's all about before the season ends. Amazing writing, and agreed. Rolando dropping the Real Life Perspective YouTube channel and Frankie's Raging Mando Instagram as well. So make sure you check both of us out. Yes, says Tales of the Force. Rolando drafting Crafting Williams Shopify. So is that your store
So
link?
yeah, that's my store, but right now it says password at the end because it's not open yet. But when
Okay,
it's republished, it'll I have the link on my link tree on Instagram, and then
perfect.
if you need it, you can always just message me.
Awesome. So that, make sure you stay tuned for that on her Instagram specifically, but also if you see her posting some of the designs and things like that, and you just can't find the link for whatever reason, just DM her directly, and I'm
Yeah.
sure she'll get you a link. So there it is again. Thank you, Rolando. Crafting Items links right there for YouTube and Instagram. Again, by now you should be following all of that. Correct me, Instagram again. Okay. He really wants them to go to your Instagram, right? And I
Thank you.
appreciate that.
Click the
Yeah.
button. Click the button.
Exactly. McClung says, got a 20-second video on my channel proving Honda will be there. Just saying, very profitable. I like that. I like that. Very profitable, says Tesla
Very
Force.
profitable.
Hey, Ricardo, what's going on, bro? Thanks so much for joining, man. Hey, General Kenobi. Hello, everyone in the chat. Rolando dropping Ricardo's Instagram. And Ricardo saying, hey, Rolando, thank you. All righty, then. Whew, that took a little bit. But we got there. We got there. Okay, so I think we've held our guest, hostage here for a little bit longer than she signed up for. But again, we really, really appreciate you coming into the bunker, chatting with us, letting us get to know you a little bit more. Once again, amazing work with the cosplay, with the channel, with the designs. I've seen people wear your stuff, at conventions, and it's very, very cool. So keep up the amazing work. Can't wait to hang out, hopefully at a convention here soonish, right? So next year, like I said, I think Mike and I, we're kind of working on our sort of convention schedule, right? There's definitely some that we want to hit, that we know we want to hit. We've talked about it, but Rebels Comic Con is in the books. We did book our room finally. So that one, is in our somewhat vicinity. So we should be able to make it out there. So hopefully we'll see you out there. ICC Con, I believe, will be more or less the case, depending on where they end up, right? In terms of the host hotel or spot. I don't know if they'll try to go back to what they did last year. But yeah, again, thank you for hanging out. Thank you for just being awesome, and for sharing all of your stuff with us, and for just being a great member of the community. Okay, but
Thank you.
But wait,
Yeah.
there's one more.
There's more.
Before we exit the stream, guys, I do want to show you guys something. We've been talking about it here for a little bit. We're finally getting into the works, but we are having a giveaway kicked off tonight. All right. To celebrate 7,500 subscribers here on General Kenobi's Bunker. Thank you to everyone that has subscribed, that has shared, the content, that has left us a like, a comment, all of that stuff. So in order to celebrate that, we are going to have a giveaway. And what are we giving away, you ask? I know nobody asked, but I'm going to say it anyway.
Drum roll.
Exactly. Thank you. See, that's why I like you. There you go. You enabled me.
That's all we did at ICCC.
So, excuse me, but I am going to put us back
still the spotlight,
the same level. So from Mike, actually, this is actually contributed by Mike. So thank you for this. We do have this beautiful black series. This is the Shock Trooper, if I remember correctly. Yes, Imperial Clone Shock Trooper. The packaging is pretty good. In case you are an inbox collector, this is fairly mint. So that is part of it. So we're gonna have two winners, right? So first place and second place. We're gonna keep it simple. So that's gonna be part of the first place, along with this guy right here, that you guys have to thank my wife for, because she found this awesome vintage collection Bad Batch 4-pack, and I don't mind saying it, at Ross for $16, which is crazy, because that's what one of these will run you like right now at Walmart. Actually, like $17. So just for clarification, guys, those few of you that actually watch my video, and I appreciate you, where I unbox one of these, that's not it. This one is still sealed, okay? Because again, she's just so much better than me. She found another one. So this one is still sealed, and I don't know if the camera will pick it up, but the tape is there. There is a ding here on the tab I'm just saying, for those of you inbox collectors, right? So I want to be very clear. So it does have this ding, but aside from that, honestly, it's in really, really good shape. And if you watch my unboxing, each one of these is individually carded. So inside, right? I think they're gonna be in pretty good shape. So you can take them out of this, main box, and just kind of display them individually. So again, this guy's for all you 3.75 lovers, and this guy's for all you 6-inch lovers. This is the first prize. And let me set this down here, hopefully without dropping it. Don't move. And for our second prize, we do have this very cool Black Series 2-pack of Cobb Band and Cad Bane. So check it out. This is again sealed. I wouldn't say the box is mint, but honestly, with these boxes, I kind of feel like just opening them. You can't even see the figures, right? So
Yeah.
I was
this is
pretty
from
upset
the-
when they put the cardboard on them. Like,
yeah, oh
give
yeah,
us the window. We want to see them.
yeah. So this is, the other thing I was thinking about is these are no longer the packaging, right? Like now they went back to the window stuff. So I'm like, all right, so there's some stuff from like 8 to 10 month period, right, when they were doing this like windowless. I'm like, is that stuff in the future, right, gonna go up just because they're like, oh, remember that one time they tried to go windowless and that didn't quite work out? I'm just throwing it out there, so if you decide to leave it in package, that's totally your option after you win it. But yes, so second place will get this cool 2-pack based on the Book of Boba Fett for Cobb Band and Cad Bane. Okay, so how do you win this stuff, you ask? And again, nobody's asking, but I will tell you. First of all, you gotta be following my friend Mike here on Instagram. And his Instagram is the Dad Vader. Right there. Very simple. It's right there on the screen, right? And I think most of you already are here in the Bunker Bunch. But just in case, make sure that you're following him on Instagram. Make sure that you are following me as well on Instagram, general.kenobis.bunker. There are so many copycats out there, so just make sure that you spell it right. I'm kidding. I'm the only one. Nobody cares. So make sure you're following both of us, okay, on Instagram. So once again, the Dad Vader, right, and General Kenobi's Bunker. And also, we're gonna leave this open for. Oh, sorry. So the last part is gonna be. I'm gonna direct you to a video where you're gonna have to comment something, right, on YouTube. I will be posting the link to that video here tomorrow once I get all the pictures and all the publicity done for the giveaway. But I wanted to give you guys, the Bunker Bunch a heads up and also a little preview of what you guys get to win. So that's going to be it. You follow those two accounts and you're going to go ahead and comment on that video on YouTube. That's it. Plain and simple. We will be running this giveaway for a couple of weeks, well, maybe like 3 weeks. So make sure to stay tuned. We will be announcing the winner here on the high ground, probably like I'm going to say like about the first week of December. We're going to let it run for, like I said, a solid like 3 weeks. Thanksgiving is coming, so there's probably not going to be a whole lot going on there in terms of content-wise. So we're all going to be, passed out for eating way too much. And so we'll probably do it like the following week, right, here on our episode of The High Ground. So again, just stay tuned to our socials, and just in case you don't remember what those are, because I just told you, Instagram for the Dad Vader. So make sure you're following him. We do have Facebook, General Kenobi's Bunker, all one word. We do have Instagram, general.kenobis.bunker, and you do want to be following us in order to enter. We got TikTok as well at general_Kenobis_bunker. And that's right, we're modern. We're on Threads at general.kenobis.bunker. Look at that. I'm so hip. So make sure that you are following us on all social media for the announcement. We'll be posting all of this stuff, tomorrow with the rules to enter, with links, all of that good stuff. But like I said, I wanted to show you guys here because you guys are, you're the Bunker Bunch. All right. You guys get all the exclusive. Man, the chat has been insane tonight. There's literally like 20 more messages. Okay, so I'm gonna go highlight. Sorry guys, because we do have to start wrapping up here. It's getting kind of late, and it is a work day tomorrow for all of us that are not rich like Tiara. Let's say McClunky saying, have a great night, everyone. Great show tonight. Appreciate you, McClunky. Thank you so much. Hey, Johnny, Big John in the house. Appreciate you coming in, brother. Thank you. Another great local creator. Dude, he killed it at SpaceCon. I don't know if you went by his booth. He had like 15, 20 like helmets. Dude, all of them were gone the next day. Like he cleaned out. He's like, I had to bring stuff from the house, like just random stuff that I had, like to have something at the booth like the last day.
Here's my shoe.
Yeah,
Sold
pretty
it.
much. Here's
my toothbrush.
Yeah, exactly. Here's my dirty clothes hamper, like stuff like that. Like, dude, and he still cleaned out. I saw him towards the end of the con, and all he had were some like, oh, which by the way, he did give me one. Sorry, Big John, I just remembered to show this. I had it here. He gifted me this, which is
Nice.
super dope.
Yeah.
So very, very cool craftsmanship as always. So appreciate you, Big John. Thank you. And if you haven't, go check him out at Big John's Geek Customs over on YouTube, Facebook. Sorry,
Facebook. Yeah.
John B. Good says Rolando McClunky. Have a great night. Said that. Tells the force. Thank you guys. Hope everyone has a great night. Appreciate you, man. Thank you so much for joining. Legacy saying your wife has all the good. Dude, yeah, seriously. If she would film her hunts, my channel would be like unstoppable, dude. We would be like in the hundreds of Ks of subscribers. Like
Just have her wear a hat and then put
Dude,
like a camera.
yeah. The thing, she's like, weren't you looking for this? I'm like, yes, for the past like 6 months. Thank you. And so yeah, so my head's off to her. Like I said, you know, she always just, you know, humiliates me as a toy hunter, basically. Let him breathe, says Rolando. Yeah, well, you can, you know, if you win it.
If you win it.
McClunky says they're unpunched too. Yes, they are unpunched. That's actually a good point. They're unpunched. I have one here. So basically, individually, they look like this, right? So it is unpunched. This is also further proof that I'm not giving you the sort of beat up ones that I did the unboxing with. Although maybe we're gonna give this away too. I don't know. I mean, they're good openers. There's nothing wrong
for sure.
Nothing wrong with them. So I don't know. Now I'm thinking about it. But anyway, yes, Dart Angel saying game over. Yeah, there you go. Nice, says with hull faults. With hull faults. And welcome to the stream also. Sorry, I don't think I've seen you in the chat. Appreciate you, man. You're welcome, says my wife. Yes, appreciate you. Thank you. Wilful Holtz, says Rolando. Dad Vader Instagram right there. Appreciate you. Ricardo says Black Series figures are openers. The 4-pack stays sealed. Yeah, this 4-pack for the giveaway, like I said, the outer, you know, shell or the outer box, maybe not so great. But if you just open that and the individually carded ones, I think they're gonna be pretty good. Okay, so I'm gonna jump around here. Johnny B. Good says, now I'll take that Boba helmet on Mike's shelf or one of Gerald Kenobi's sideshow bust as a giveaway prize. Maybe later. Who knows?
We're thinking about stuff.
Yeah, I'm not mine. I'm not giving you mine, but maybe something like that. Gerald Kenobi's Bunker, Facebook right there. Appreciate you, Rolando. Thank you so much. Good night, everyone, says Archer. Good night, says Ricardo. Appreciate you, man. Thank you. Galactic Factotum. Sorry.
Yeah.
Great show. Have a great night. Thank you. And also, I don't know if I've seen you in the chat, so thank you and welcome for and thank you for joining. Let's see. Legacy Nerd, her channel will be unstoppable, dude. Right? I'm telling you, she would like steamroll everybody here on YouTube. But anyway, okay. So now for reals, that is gonna do it here for this amazing episode of The High Ground, episode 89, featuring the one, the only, the amazing, the uber talented Mike. I'm just kidding. Tiara from Crafting on ILUM. So thank you so much for joining us once again. Awesome to have you here. I hope that we get to chat, you know, next year, you know, once you debut some more cosplays, once we get to hang out, you know, other conventions and things like that. You know, can't wait for your future projects, you know, to start coming out. So I think that's about it. I think we got through everything. I definitely got almost through all the messages, which was, I'm not gonna lie, it's a little bit impressive. I'm a little bit impressed with myself. That was a lot of messages. So I really appreciate you, Bunker Bunch. Thank you so much for being here in the chat, for being here, you know, hanging out with us every Wednesday night. And again, next week we do have our episode 90. I'm thinking we're gonna do an open mic. So if you just want to pop in, you know, for like 5 minutes, say hi, you know, say hi to the chat, talk about any project that you got going on, plug your channel, store, Instagram, all of that stuff, you know, go ahead and do so, right? We'll be posting links early next week so that you can join us also here in the High Ground. So appreciate each and every single one of you. Have a great rest of your week. Have a great weekend. Seriously, start getting that holiday shopping done because stores are getting kind of nuts out there. All right.
Yeah.
So start crossing off names from your you know, nice list, and the naughty list can wait. They can get a gift card or whatever. But yeah, start getting those presents because yeah, it's kind of nuts. All right. So Have a great night, Bunker Bunch. Thank you, everybody, and may the force be with you.